Hey, how's it going out there today, everybody? Just want to make a quick little video here. We made it. I am at the customer in Atlanta right now. It's Sunday night. Picked this load up in Long Beach, California on Friday afternoon. Made it here to Atlanta. Was not easy, let me tell you. Coming out of Long Beach Friday, man, I don't see how those people do it. Took me like 4 hours to get from Long Beach to Barstow. I don't know how many miles that is, but it's probably like a 30 mile an hour average. It's probably about 120 miles, I don't know, something like that. Horrible coming out of LA. Of course, I got loaded at about 5 p.m. So that's my time. Their time, that would be 3 p.m. So I mean, it was a bad time of day to be trying to get across, from south side to the north, get out the north. Rough ride. I did about 200 something miles of this load. Well, the load's not done from here, Atlanta. I got to get up in the morning, make this delivery, and then I got to run down to Orlando for a Tuesday morning delivery. In all, the load's about 2650, something like that on the miles. It was 2176 from the address in Long Beach to here. I think in the last video I said it was 2137, but that was Schneider miles. That was zip code to zip code. That was just me typing in Long Beach to Atlanta. So it ended up being 2176, all miles to, all miles from address to address. Like I said, still got about 450-ish or so to do tomorrow. So yeah, but not a bad run. Did about 250 of it. Maybe a little bit more than that Friday afternoon. Friday was kind of a rough day, to be honest with you, because I had to go into LA. I went from like Barstow down to Corona. That was like 80 miles. Not too bad. It was early in the morning, so I got in. But from Corona to Long Beach, man, that is not a fun ride. And it was like middle of the day, and it was still like 40 mile an hour the whole way. And it was about a 40 mile ride. So yeah, it took a little over an hour just to go, 40 miles in the middle of the day. I don't see how people do it in LA traffic. I don't go there very often, and I got a good reminder why I don't go there very often. So then Saturday, I got up, ran hard Saturday, ran about 935 miles Saturday, stopped, took a break, got back up, did about another 900 today. So wrap this up. That was not my personal best for a day, but I guess with the hours of service being waived right now on, I got an exempt load. But back when we had paper logs, I'm just gonna say 935 is not my personal best in a day. But with e-logs, I typically, with e-logs, I consider, like anything above 600 is a pretty hard day, especially when I cruise. I typically cruise at like 63. I ran this load pretty much 70 mile an hour the whole way. I had to, run it a little harder, trim some hours out of it, basically. Couldn't afford to run it at 63, 65. I needed that extra 5 mile an hour. But yeah, that's what we did. Basically, it's been about 55 hours since I got loaded. That makes it, it's a little over 2 days. So it's a pretty good 2-day run from Long Beach to Atlanta. But yeah, we're here, and hopefully we get unloaded early in the morning and get on down to Orlando. I got to stop and buy a Sun Pass. I am tired of paying for the Florida Turnpike. You get a little discount if you got a Sun Pass. So I'm going to have to stop when I get into Florida and grab that, because I don't know. I haven't been down 27 in a while. I haven't really had to cut straight down to Orlando, but I know when I was down in Miami like a couple weeks ago, I had some toll roads, and you know, they were tolled by mail. So I think I'm just gonna grab a Sun Pass and be done with it. You know, I hate having 50 things in the windshield. You know, you got the Sun Pass, then you go to Kansas, you got to get that K tag or K Pass or whatever in the hell they got, and then you need one, you know, for everything else. I've got an I Pass that covers the majority of them. I don't understand why Florida and Kansas can't get on board with, you know, Easy Pass or I Pass, or, you know, they got to be special. So I might have to stop and get a Sun Pass. Basically, my whole windshield, by the time I buy all these transponders for all these toll roads, I'm going to have about a 3-inch by 8-inch gap that I look out of in the windshield, and the rest is going to be transponders. But you know, they love billing you up real good. Well, I got you here. I'm going to practice my my sponsorships. Monster Energy drink, because hey, let's face it, meth is illegal. You know, Monster Energy drink, it's a super trucker in a can. I don't know. I figure I work on my sponsorships. You know, what's that one thing? You know, you got to dress for the job that you want, not the job you have. So, you know, I would love to be a corporate sponsor for things I actually use. You know, I mean, I would sell out and sponsor almost anything, you know. You know, if you need me to sponsor something, just leave a message down in the comments. I'll be the Hulk Hogan of trucking. I'll put my face on anything. But yeah, that's I would love to be sponsored by things I actually use. That way, you know, I don't feel like such a sellout. Now, who would pay me to sponsor anything? I would question the company that would actually pay me to sponsor something, you know. That would be a red flag to me if someone came to me and said, hey, we'd love to see you sponsor this for us. And I would be like, I don't know if I trust you or not now. But anyway, guys, I'm going to hop off here. I'm just joking around. I'm pretty sleepy. I'm going to go crash for a little while. I'm not as sleepy as I thought I would be for driving almost 2,200 miles in 2 days. But, well, I can't say 2 days, 55 hours. I'm not as sleepy, you know what I mean? And, I mean, I haven't even opened this monster. It's still closed. But I'm going to grab some Z's. I read some reviews on this place I'm at right now. The guys say they like to wake you up about 6 a.m. in the morning to get unloaded. My appointment is not till 10 o'clock, so I kind of wish they would let me sleep a little bit, but knowing my luck, they're going to wake me up in the morning. With that being said, I'm pretty sure they're going to wake me up now that I think about it, because they're only coming in for like 3 hours, I think the broker said, to unload me and one other truck, and I'm pretty sure that truck's parked in front of me right now. So yeah, so probably gonna wake us up, get us in, get us out. I hope so. Not happy about the reviews after reading about this place. I'm not as happy about it, but hopefully, it being a holiday, them only coming in for a couple hours, maybe we can get them motivated and get out of here. But anyway, guys, until later, you know, take care of each other.